So what do these Christians actually believe? The basics of Christianity begins with a man named Jesus who lived during the Roman Empire under Caesar Augustus. He claimed to be the Son of God, sent to show us how to live the life that we were designed for. Things like washing each other's feet, helping the poor, and loving one another were some of his examples. He performed many miracles, like walking on water, bringing a dead man back to life, and feeding 5,000 people with just 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. As more and more people began to follow him, he explained what Christians believed to be the true meaning of life, in contrary to what was currently being taught by the religious institution of the time. Pretty controversial, yet impressive stuff. As a result of Jesus' teachings, he began to grow enemies. Many of them were not amused by Jesus' unorthodox methods, which also saw a decrease in the overall church attendance, because many were starting to follow Jesus instead. So, like most corporate organizations with a problem, they decided to remove the problem. However, Jesus already knew this and factored this into part of his plan. So what was his plan? The Christians believed that originally the result of committing sin towards God was death. But God didn't want us to die every time we did something wrong, so he made a way for us to be forgiven and continue living. This was by offering a sacrifice which was often an innocent lamb being killed. Historical records tell us that the church leaders captured and forced him to death by crucifixion on a Roman cross. Even though Jesus lived his life without sin, the church leaders thought they were simply killing a crazy man who claimed he was the Son of God. But in actual fact, they were killing an innocent man representing God in human form. Jesus knew that if he allowed this, he could place himself as the sacrificial lamb for everybody who believed that he was telling the truth. By Jesus allowing them to kill him in the worst possible way, despite his innocence, the Christians believed that this sacrifice would be enough to cover everybody forever that commits sin and wants forgiveness. Statistics show that most people who end up buying into this story turn out living more joyful and peaceful lives. There are also social effects that suggest that people who end up believing also live more grateful lives because they believe that they are extremely lucky to be forgiven by God so easily, and anticipate to meet their benefactor when their time on earth is done.